presentation is brought to you by Mr. Main Event Brian Waters and the Real Dwayne Allen. The Wrestling Wrealm, the show for the intelligent wrestling fans. Off the top rope, I dwell in the wrestling realm. Like Jake stay in the snake pit and Kane be in hell. Like Jacob stay in the graveyard, I'm punk in the shy. Call me Snooker cause I'm super and fly. You can hate all you want, but I'm flossing. The Miz said I'm awesome, and I'm upholding the law just like the big boss man. With Mr. Main Event Brian Waters, the Real Dwayne Allen, toss you over the border like Hernandez, Mandez, pressing the stands. It's the show for the intelligent wrestling fans. Hitman like Hawk, but I'm not from Calgary. I'm all about the bill, so let that gold dust shower me, empower me like Farouk and the nation. If you don't know your history, then you should change the station. But if you do, you can cruise to YouTube / the Wrestling Wrealm. Your lessons are stale. Say the same old lines, man, you destined to fail. Like the Shockmaster or the Wrestler Nails. I'm a heartbreak kid, and my bid to be champion is unmatched. Anybody step, I'm face planting them. With Mr. Main Event and the Real Dwayne, you the sisters of love, we the powers of pain. You see we coming with a spear while you're monkey flipping. It's Brian Waters, Dwayne Allen, and your boy Trenton. And that's just how the story goes. That's just how the story goes. It's the Wrestling Wrealm, baby. The Wrestling Wrealm. Mr. Main Event Brian Waters, the Real Dwayne Allen, and I'm your boy Trent CMG. You know what it is, baby. Let's go.
Look at the dynamics in this match, though. And then there's Kane.
That's funny.
I mean,
that was a good one. That's the second one today. That was good. This guy's funny.
I mean, I could look at like, okay, well, Kane, you know, he's the veteran in this match, and then, but then it's like, Kane, you're out of place. Like, look, everybody has the potential to do over the top high fly. Even Swagger and MVP can, you know, give you your occasional spots here.
Right.
But then I guess you could say Kane can, but I mean, Kane jumping off a ladder and doing crazy stuff, as opposed to Kane, you know. But Money in the Bank has always been good to him. You think about the spots him and Chris Benoit had together.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Kane, I mean, Kane's always, you know, it's not like it was uncommon to see Kane in this match with these guys.
I'm just glad he finally won one later. Gosh.
Yes, but yeah,
later this year.
I figure he was due to win one eventually once they turned it into the pay-per-view, right?
And then I'm hearing that it's making his return this year.
To WrestleMania, right? I mean, I don't know if that means they're going to scrap the pay-per-view, or that's technically already, not really.
Okay.
I mean, now I think about it, because like, as long as you have everybody transition and, you know what I'm saying, not carrying all money in banks at one time. That'd be funny, you got 3 Money in the Bank when it's like, you know, that'd be interesting TV, but nonetheless.
How about, so let's just say.
Oh boy. Leave it to you to come up with a scenario. Here it comes.
Here it comes, you're right. Alright, let me throw, alright, let's say it's Drew McIntyre.
Oh, see, you messed up already.
Hold on, Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger, right? All of them got briefcases. You got 2 on Raw and 2 on SmackDown. But you can challenge for any title. So let's just say it, just because this is my scenario, and I'm going to plant this the way I want to plant it. Let's say Jack Swagger wins, you know, comes out there and he beats up and he pins, we'll say Chris Jericho. 1, 2, 3. Does it again. Okay. Oh my goodness, history repeats itself, right?
Okay.
Then, followed by that, here comes Dolph Ziggler. Nah, I was always the better person in this faction. Boom, 1, 2, 3. This is the same night. He's celebrating, and all of a sudden, here comes Drew McIntyre. He's got new music, because you don't like the slow music that he has now.
Nobody does.
I do. But nonetheless, here he comes. He's got brand new music. He's got a new look. He's main event status. And then, boom, 1, 2, 3, Drew McIntyre's your champion. Is that a waste of money? Is that a waste of 3 Money in the Bank? Mind you, this all happens at SummerSlam.
It's not a waste of a Money in the Bank. It's just a waste of a champion. All your ratings will go down the toilet, and then what? Like,
no, I'm saying new look. I done repackaged them. I mean,
I'm not. But is the world ready to accept our repackaged? Because you're like, who is this guy?
Not so much. I mean, you know, you looking too further in the story.
Oh, okay,
All my point is,
I'll say it's not. Is
it smart to have all the money in the banks? Because I mean, you said it's not. I'm saying if you do it in that scenario, is that a waste? That's all I'm saying.
I do.
So let's just switch it for your sake. Let's switch with Dolph coming out eventually. You know, beating technically chains.
See, now you're making me think. I was not planning on doing all this for this part of the show. I see. All right, now I gotta. All right. Well, I'll say this. I'll say this. I think it would destroy the dynamic of what Money in the Bank means.
Cool.
Because that means, like it may not be it may not be intentional for one of those money banks to win.
Mm-hmm.
And they know that. Okay, you know we're gonna get it to you, but you're not winning. You know, but at the same time, the fans may not know that. Yeah. So then it's like, okay, naturally, Money in the Bank means, okay, they about to groom you to be a champion. Now, it looks predictable, but then it's not, because look at Daniel Bryan.
Exactly. Everybody just knew. They just knew he was going to be the first one to win it that wouldn't successfully
going to bury him. Yeah.
Because he's a wrestler.
Because he's a wrestler.
He has no character.
He has no character. Or he said he's going to cash in at WrestleMania. Fans don't understand is, listen, they do stuff on purpose because they know you guys are talking just to prove how not intelligent you are. It happens.
Mm-hmm. Shouts out to my boy Eric Shepard. E-Flock 1991 on Twitter. Also check out E-Rock's Wrestling. It's Eric. You got to post it on the show because I can't think that fast. But he writes some good, intelligent stuff.
That's good stuff, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's like once you get a better understanding for stuff like that, you can sort of embrace what you see. But I think that Money in the Bank. I think that Money in the Bank scenario is interesting. I don't think it would get the job done. But
yeah, just
I would love to see the WrestleMania. I think that would be another good piece to add to this. I think because they're just adding pieces to this WrestleMania. I think it'll be good. You got a lot of young stars that are hungry. You got a lot of guys. You can put a lot of veterans in a match like that. You can put
McIntyre.
I'll be surprised if he gets in this match. I doubt it. You know what I mean? But Jack Swagger winning, I enjoyed it.
He made it to the Royal Rumble.
I wanted Christian to win.
Mm-hmm. Me too. I think we all did.
And I want Christian to win this next Money in the Bank. I'm okay with him having winning Money in the Bank and not cashing in it for a while because I know that's guaranteed he's going to get another main event title run, which I can appreciate once he's returned. But yeah, always enjoy Money in the Banks. The next one, Triple H is defeating Sheamus. I love this feud because I love how Triple H works with the guys with so much potential. Yeah, it takes the game to a whole nother level. This is where I think Sheamus took off and where McIntyre fell off. I think, and I say this, I don't think it was McIntyre's complete fault, but I think if he worked with a veteran out the gate the way Sheamus did, Sheamus had squash matches, a few small beats, but then his first major beat was for Triple H. Yeah. And he got the best of Triple H, and he took him off TV for a while. You know what I mean? But Triple H winning that WrestleMania really, just Sheamus being in that match, really showed how much of a big deal Sheamus was going to be. Yeah. And then when they see it, we looked at it as, oh, that's a Triple H homeboy, he's looking out for it. But you really can't deny it now because he's put in the work. There's never a moment. He had that small lapse with that United States Championship run where you feel like he might have got pushed to the backseat just for a little while. But he easily he regained momentum. And he won the Royal Rumble. That's why when he won, I wasn't shocked. I said, well, that's deserving. He's put in work for a while.
And it's best for Sheamus to lose this match because he goes over better losing.
Oh, absolutely.
And then comes back at Extreme Rules, which was here in Baltimore, and sends Triple H out on stretcher because it's more fitting. It's Extreme Rules match. Anything goes, and you send the game out on stretcher, and we don't see him no more. So it was great writing right here.
Right. I definitely enjoyed it. The next match. Was Rey Mysterio defeating CM Punk.
I was not a fan of Punk.
No, neither was I. I did not like the Straight Society.
Annoyed me.
I didn't like Luke Gallows. I didn't like Serena. It was boring. It was okay. Like I understood what they were doing, and it worked for them. But it's just
as a fan, I'm speaking more so.
Yeah, I didn't like it. I was bored. I didn't like Luke. If it was somebody else, maybe even if it was a Mason Ryan at the time, if he had come in early or something like that, I didn't like Luke Gallows at all. I understand they were trying to do something as Jesse and Festus had sort of split, and Serena and she was upcoming diva trying to make a name for herself. So they said, hey, cut your hair bald and be in the group. How
about Rey Mysterio? This is this ain't the first time, but this is the time you start to look forward to the outfits.
Yeah.
He come out as an avatar.
He always had a different movie gimmick. He's with Joker and Captain America, and this one Avatar and Spider-Man at one point. You enjoy this as like a new WrestleMania staple. Yeah. Like I said, of course, I think the match got overshadowed about how everything else was boring. Yeah. Like I said, and I feel the same way about that same match he had with Randy Orton at WrestleMania 27. Am I correct?
Who, Punk?
Yeah.
I thought the match kind of held its own just because of the build up with Orton taking out the new Nexus.
It should have been bigger than it was.
You think so?
Because like you put Randy Orton with CM Punk down. Look how that would be.
Yeah, but you at the same time, you gotta remember these guys. That match started off. The beef started at the Royal Rumble
Naturally.
and then it escalated in Elimination Chamber when Orton beat Punk, and then
Randall.
but the what you call it the Chamber,
got jammed, yeah.
and then the referee said, the anonymous general manager, which anonymously disappeared,
Stupid.
said that restart. If Punk gets another shot and he puts out Orton, and then naturally Orton wins at WrestleMania. So it's kind of like, and then they fought again. I think at the next pay-per-view where Orton won again, but I thought that the match got overshadowed not because it could have been bigger, but it's just so much other build-ups on the card. But you're right, and then if Punk was dropping pipe bombs before then, he's not in that match.
True.
But he needed that fuel behind his fire to get angry.
I enjoyed it, but I guess as a CM Punk fan, more or less later on, understanding what he can really do.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yeah, I was always a CM Punk fan, but it's like, eh. But then when you saw it, really, it's like, oh, he can do all that. And it's like, man, I feel like looking at it now, it's like that match could have been way bigger than it was.
Right.
Because it was Randy Orton. Randy Orton was a big deal. And then, like I said, with him being part of the New Nexus, the leader of New Nexus, and that whole storyline with him and his wife and that whole Randall thing, and it was like, it was really good for what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, but I just feel like it could have been that much more bigger if CM Punk was put in a different position where he could have been made a bigger deal with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if Punk had won, then Mysterio would have had to join the Straight Edge Society, which they was coming for that mask.
And I feel like I get it. You know what I mean? I don't feel like CM Punk should have lost, but it just like I said, in comparison to the WrestleMania of Randy Orton, then to the one with Mysterio, great match. Actually, it's not like the match sucked or anything. It's just that it was very boring. Right. But I think, but what I'm saying is, you see this pattern with Punk, where they sort of give him the study, go out there, work hard, and just do what you do, and then come back and be quiet. You know what I mean? Versus Punk's like, I can do so much more. You guys not giving me the room to do so. I don't like that.
Right.
Same thing with Jericho. Like you say, when he's in WCW, he said, we were the workhorse guys. We come out there, we put on these crazy matches, and then we keep quiet and don't try to get over. Get our pictures, go about our business. I feel like they were doing that with Punk because you saw the same theme. Because these storylines at WrestleMania never got hot until around WrestleMania. You know what I mean? It's minus the Randy Orton beef at the 27.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just how, but at the end of the day, it was CM Punk. I enjoyed the match. Never liked Straight Edge Society. It's boring as crap.